Listen, Jah, Rastafari. I come to understand that I was saying it wrong. It's not Selassie I. It's Haile Selassie, Haile Selassie the first. Not Haile Selassie I. Been messing up his name the whole time. But I come to my senses today to speak about this and to also know that there's a reason and why there's so much crime and things of that nature. Because the same reason, the same reason how people have guns, they're supposed to be an instrument. Their real gun is supposed to be an instrument in playing an instrument. But instead, Americans and people of this nature want to use protection as guns, where their real protection is their instrument. Let that go over your head. That's the real reason why there's all this violence in the world, because people don't want to be on their purpose. People want to feel like they feel like they're doing something, they're protecting something. But in Babylon, you're really supposed to be protecting your frequency vibration through your instrument. And the fact that you're not protecting your frequency vibration with your instrument, you're choosing to use a gun instead. You're choosing a gun as your instrument. Bang, bang. Y'all want to use y'all guns as instruments. And y'all got the game backwards. Your instrument is your protective mechanism. Your instrument is supposed to be your true gun. Just like when they said Bob Marley's guitar is the machine gun. They knew that through Rastafari. You know, Peter Tosh knew that through Rastafari. What's up, what's up? Peter Tosh knew that through Rastafari. They knew that their true instrument was the gun of America. Their true gun, was the instruments, was the sound, was the music. But we live in a world where they feel like people want to protect things, protect your frequency vibration, protect your family with your instruments, with your frequency that you're putting out through your instrument. No, not just, I just protect my family with my gun in my hands. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got the game twisted. Y'all, we really supposed to be out here protecting our family, our ancestors, protecting our vibration frequency with our instruments. But we want to go play basketball instead of go playing the flute. It's corny to learn how to play an instrument. It's corny to play an instrument. You know what I'm saying? But instead, people love to go buy guns and buying bullets, but you're not protecting anything. You're actually bringing in a negative vibration frequency that's coming from Babylon to make you even feel like that's the only reason you want to protect yourself. That's the only way you can protect yourself. They don't want to teach you how to protect yourself through your true instrument, by learning an instrument, by tuning your instrument to how you like it to be. No, they want you to tune your guns and get kind of whatever kind of gun you want and get whatever kind of bullets you want and all this other stuff. But they don't teach you that about your own instruments, do they? They don't say that about instruments, do they? They don't say everybody's supposed to have their own instrument and go tuning your own instrument and making it custom to how you like it to protect yourself that way. Of course not. What's up, y'all? They only teach us to think one way. And that's a Babylon way of thinking. They only think the only way they make us think and program us to make us believe that the only way we can protect ourselves is through gun violence and shooting. But there's a way to protect yourself through having an instrument, drums, frequencies, sounds, a flute, a guitar. You go pick up something instead of picking up a gun. Go pick up an instrument and learn it, because that's real. That's really where your frustrations is at. Is that you're not being creative enough. You're not using your creative abilities enough. That's the problem. That's the overall problem. You feel insecure because you don't know how to play an instrument. You really having trauma problems because you don't know how to get it off. You don't know how to, but you feel like you can go to the shooting range though. People love to go to the shooting range to let go of some of their their anger and their frustrations. What happened letting your anger and frustrations off through your instruments? You seen? Learn how to protect yourself in that way. Protect your family and generations of your children by learning an instrument. We live in this world where it's backwards, but I see straight through it. I see straight through Babylon. They want you to do everything besides go within yourself. And I would never stop shutting down Babylon. They want you to chant down Babylon. I mean, they don't want you to chant down Babylon. Even while Babylon's falling, I'm going to chant down Babylon. Yes, until it falls. Because why? It's not going to fall if we let up. And I'm sitting back. And I speak on my YouTube already, right? Y'all already know I speak on my YouTube. Some of this stuff has already came to pass. Babylon is falling. And it's falling in ways that I already have been speaking on my own channel. And it's going to continue to fall. And we're going to stop being out here trying to, I got to protect myself and I got to be strapped up with guns. No, be strapped up with your instruments. Be honest with you. What can someone do if you have an instrument in your hand and you playing it? And then the other person has an instrument in their hand. What are they going to do besides play it and try to play it louder than you? That's it. Do y'all get the concept? Put a 1 in the chat if you get the concept. Because our instruments are supposed to be what we have. But instead, people got guns. They're like, who got the biggest gun? Oh, yeah, because if I got the biggest gun, that means you done. But if we have an instrument, it's who plays the best. Who's playing the loudest? Who can do both? Who can walk and play? You see what I'm saying? Like, we live in a time where it's backwards, but it's changing because we have to see it a different way. Why don't they give out instruments in the communities, in the hood, in the projects, in the low fortunate places? Why don't they purposely have a programs where they just make instruments and they give the children, the households of the ghetto? Right. Because they could have been doing that, and they will start, because I'm saying it. I'm speaking into existence, manifestation. Like, they need to have programs where they give out instruments to the children. That's the problem, because they want to get older and they just want to carry a gun. They're not used to having nothing with them all the time. They're not used to always having an instrument on them all the time. Now they feel like they got something. They always got it on them. Why you don't got your instrument on you? At least make it a balance. At least if you got your gun on you, have your instrument on you too. How about that? How about that? If you got your strap on you, make sure you got your guitar on you. because it don't make no sense. If you got whatever on you, make sure you got your flute with you, your harmonica, you playing something. If you want it to be balanced that way, make it happen. But it's too one-sided. It's too one-sided. There's multiple ways to protect yourself. Having a gun is not the only way to protect yourself. And not having a gun is not the only way to protect yourself. See what I'm saying? Like, Babylon and America's system, they make you believe that this is the best way to protect yourself is to have something that you could having a gun to kill, to shoot, to hurt. See what I'm saying? That's Babylon American way of thinking. We have to understand where the system has corrupted us and our people a long time ago. I wish somebody would come up and here, look, I got this. Yeah, if I got this, yep, it's on for them. But what if you didn't have that? You see what I'm saying? It's just amazing to me that we live in these times and life could be very simple. If we had music schools instead of the schools we got today, that's the only reason why we should be having a school and the children should be coming together for is through the music. That's it. That's the only thing I believe at this point. It should be through art and the music. That's the only type of schools that we need for the children. Is art and school music, and they combine them. And that's the only thing that they teach all day is music and art. If y'all want to keep these same systems going, if y'all want to keep these same systems going, y'all have to change it right where it stands. We have to change it right where it stands. We can't say, oh, shut down the schools and shut down this. No, it's changing where it stands. Yeah, everybody may not know music. Yeah, everybody may not know art. But there's ways to teach through it all. People just be teaching certain subjects just for the salary anyways. They don't even want to learn that stuff. They don't even want to know about none of that stuff. They just do it because, oh, I'll learn something and it'll educate me. But you don't really care about it. That's not your soul path. You just learn that because you just want that. You just want to get that extra whatever. But you love music. You love art. But really, you just working that science teacher because that's just because, Man, stop. Go start to teach your music like you want to. Share your art like you want to. Be you. Like, I'm just sick and tired. I'm not sick and tired. I'm gonna stop saying that. I just understand that it's not fair to keep misleading the children and not telling them the truth. Stop making it seem like it's okay for these school systems to keep happening. No, the school system only made for the parents to go to work. Stop the cap. Stop. That's not. We can never forget how the school system started. It started not just, oh yeah, we want to educate the children. No, black people came from slavery days and we educated ourselves. But Babylon, as soon as they saw us trying to educate ourselves, what? They want to build the colleges and this and that. Yeah, we build colleges and we come together. But what do? They copy off of us and then we try to go to school with them. No, we're supposed to keep our own schools. We was never supposed to mingle in schools with them and none of that. We're supposed to keep all our stuff with us. And we see why the problem is today. It's people want to mingle around too much and think it's okay to just be. No, it's a reason why we need to have our own and to be with our own and just to stay with our own. Because the world wouldn't be like it is today. We wouldn't have to go through half of the stuff that we would have to go through if we just stayed to ourselves. We wouldn't have to deal with none of the stuff that we deal with today. It's not about racism. It's not about color. It's about simply saying no. Peace. We want peace. We want peace as a people. And the only way to have peace as a people is when there's a true balance. You stay on your side, we stay on our side. and everything will be peaceful. But no, everybody want to mingle around and making it seem like it's okay to do that, and it's not. It is not. It causes confusion. It causes imbalance. But we've been programmed to think and make it seem like it's okay to just do anything that you want to do and have these different options and have no type of discipline in your life. All of us fall victim, but once you know better, once you now know better, you do better. And you move righteously. And I just know better now. I know that I'm better than my past self. Every single day, I'm growing to my higher self, my higher self, who Jah, the Most High, wants me to be, tells me to be. You see? So it's not confusing for me. There's no confusion with me. I can see why there's so much confusion. Because everybody wanna mix in and be in the mix with everything. Of course, it's bound for confusion. And drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes. Of course, you're bound for confusion. And eat trash food. Of course, you're bound for confusion. Listen to trash music. Of course, you're bound for confusion. Listening to music that got 808s in it. Of course, you're bound for confusion because your chakras is out of line. Of course, you're bound for confusion. You got fluoride in your toothpaste. Clogging your pineal gland. Of course, you're bound for confusion. You got lead and stuff in the water. Of course, you're bound for confusion. You don't know what true balance is. But we wonder why there's chaos in the world. What do you mean why? You know why. We see why. It's clear as day. Because there's an imbalance. There's a reason why our ancestors, our grandmas, and our great-great-grandparents and things of that nature, they stayed with their husband. They stayed with their wives for years and years and years and years and years because they knew the principle behind it. They knew it. They didn't marry outside their culture. They didn't do stuff outside their culture. Why? Because they knew it was a togetherness. And if they did, it was breaking the unity. Not just for the now, but for the future. And most of the time, it's because they don't want to do the spiritual work. That is why. That's the simplest reason why others even want to go mingle and mingle with each other and do different stuff, because they don't want to do the spiritual work, the true spiritual work within their own people. I see it. This is not a race war between blacks against whites. No, this is us against ourselves. The reason why y'all have issues is because y'all don't want to do the true spiritual work within your own people. Y'all don't want to go against your own people. And same with us. We don't have the patience for our own people. Some of us don't have the patience for our own people. That's why we just say, you know what, man, forget that. I'm gonna just go somewhere else because I can't deal. No, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. There's a reason. Why they stay together. There's a reason why they work things out no matter what. It's because it will affect the future generations. So they know, me, mom and dad go through this, and this. We're not talking about, someone's trying to shoot and kill someone and mom and dad doing domestic violence and stuff like that. Daddy hitting on mama. No, we ain't talking about that. That's not right. I'm talking about simply just saying, I don't want to have to deal with the healing of the trauma, like not having to do the spiritual work. But that's what I'm saying. If you now know better, then you'll do better. And that's what I'm saying. Our people don't even be knowing better. Our people don't even be knowing better. So how are we supposed to be even doing better? When you got women walking around with weave in their hair, that comes from when someone cuts their hair for bad luck. Then you put in bad luck on your head. You wonder why you're confused. You wonder why you're confused. You have seedless fruits. You wonder why you're confused. You wonder why you're confused. When everybody want to stream and sit by the Wi-Fi box all day. You wonder why you're confused. You're frying yourself. The world would simply be the best world if everyone just analyzed what they put into their mouth and what they see with their eyes and what they listen to through their ears. If they cared about those three things so much, this world would be a amazing place. If everyone was so serious about, okay, if I'm eating this, how's it going to affect my body? If I'm looking at this, how's it going to affect my reality? Present, past, and future. If I'm listening to this, how is it going to affect my now, my future? If everyone cared about it that much, this world would be a way better place. Everyone cared about it, was so serious about it. This world will be a way better place. But no one cares about what they hear. No one cares about what they're looking at. And no one be caring about what they putting into their mouth. They just eating. They just looking. They just listening. Not even caring for real what's really happening to your environment, what you're literally manifesting, what you're literally feeling. You're responsible for your vibration frequency. You are responsible for your vibration frequency, not nobody else. Because there's many ways to be highly vibrational. Being highly vibrational is one, by speaking truth. See, I may come off as, oh, why he sound angry? No, I'm not angry. Speaking truth is passionate. And I see through the system. It's very simple, bro. If everyone cared so much about what they put in their mouth, what they saw with their eyes, and what they listened to with their ears, this world would be a way better place. And stop the cap. Because I'm not sitting there saying that, oh, everything in the world is bad. No. But we need to monitor what we are listening to, looking at, and eating. To the point where it's just like your life really depends on it. This ain't really got nothing to do with religion. But if you want to call it, do these things religiously. Religiously analyze what you're looking at, what you're listening to, and what you're eating. Religiously analyze that. This world will be a way better place. People will be way more nicer. People will be way more into their path, their calling, their mission. They won't be worried about what other people got going on because they're worried about what they're doing. They're so locked in on what they're listening to or what they're seeing or what they're eating. But no one cares about that. No, they don't care about that right now. You wonder why you're confused. You wonder why you feel like some days you on your path and some days it feels like you're not. You wonder why some days you feel like you're aligned and some days it feels like nothing in the world is happening for you. We all go through it, but why? Because we got to live in this world that's bound for confusion and still try to rise? Come on, man. And that's what I'm saying. I don't live in that world. I just know what it feels like. Because I'm an empath. None of the stuff that's going on in the world is in my environment. Not even a little bit. But that doesn't mean I feel it. That's why I'm able to speak on it. Because I feel it all. I feel it all. I feel it all. We see what's happening in this world right now. Come on now. Come on, man. If people were just more mindful of what kind of movies they was watching, then some of this stuff wouldn't happen in real life. What happened to the guy that got shot in the neck? What's his name? Charlie? What happened to him? It's not like we ain't seen it in movies. We we're not even sensitive to it no more. Some people may be sensitive to it because they saw it in real life, but some people like, man, I seen that on video games. I seen worse on a movie. They put it all in our face, man. Come on, man. Y'all, all this stuff that's happening, we ain't seen in a movie. And that's why it's happening now, because they put it in the movies. That's the only reason why it's happening now, because all of this stuff that's happening has already been put into movies. Predictive programming, mind control, MK Ultra. If everyone was listening to 432 hertz frequency, the earth frequency, maybe people would care more about animals. Maybe people will be more plant-based. Maybe there will be more togetherness. But all the world leaders will have to do is change the frequency on earth to 432 hertz. To every music program that's going around and that plays music out of any station, tune the music to 432 hertz, that would naturally heal the earth back to its frequency, and everything will be peaceful again. But you think they would do that? No, they wouldn't. Do you think they'd even know that? Yeah, they do. But you think that they'll do it? No. Because they were waking up the gods within the earth, in the cosmos, and they wouldn't even be here. You wouldn't even exist anymore. That's why they changed the frequency, because they wouldn't even exist anymore. Because they're not native to the land. That's why they wouldn't change the frequency back. That's why they changed the frequency, because they realized, hold on, there's an awakening coming. And if we change the frequency, if we don't change the frequency, they're going to leave us out. We ain't going to make it. So that's why y'all making it seem like it's okay to mingle and this and that. Because all y'all really want to do is try to make it. All y'all really want to do is try to keep y'all generations going. But Babylon is falling. Well, all y'all really want to do is keep y'all generations going. That's the only thing y'all care about. All y'all care about is blood. Y'all don't really care about people. Y'all don't really care about evolution. All y'all care about is blood. Because y'all animalistic. Y'all just want to see it. Yeah, kill one of our own. We just want to see the blood. Yeah, we just want to see it. Y'all terrible people, bro. Terrible people doing that to that man. How y'all gonna do that to that man? He's one of y'all own people. You see, because we, even as a black people, y'all want to call us, have empathy. We have empathy for y'all own people. Why should we have empathy for y'all own people? Oh yeah, because we're the real peacemakers. We're not violent. We are real peaceful people. But we live in a world that's corrupt. Of course, we're going to... What? Most black people, most of us are empaths anyways. That is why we feel like we got to walk around and protect ourselves, because we're really empaths. All black men are really empaths. So, of course, we live in a world where we feel like we got to protect ourselves. But instead, if we live in the right mind, we feed us right good food, we listen to good music, we watch great movies, we wouldn't feel like we would know that we can protect ourselves through our instruments, through our frequencies, through our vibration. That is how we truly protect ourselves, through our voice. There's no violence. There don't need to be no violence. The voice is enough. The music is enough. Come on, man. And that's why I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all, bro. There's a reason why he got killed off. Because the world don't need another white leader trying to talk. They need a black man trying to talk. That's why. So the world can truly wake up. They don't need another white leader trying to talk and try to know. How many white leaders y'all had trying to talk and try to... No, those days are over. You're the true man of God. Or man for the earth, God, all three, the mind, body, and soul, to speak to the people so they can wake up. That's why he got killed off. They don't need no another white leader trying to stand up. You already had how many of y'all? There's been too many of y'all. It needs to be more like us. That's why we live in these predicaments, because we ain't talking, we ain't speaking up. We scared. We feel like we gotta have a Thule to talk for us. No, you don't. You need to talk. And now I'm speaking to all the black men across the nation. We need to speak up for ourselves. You ain't gonna speak up, use your instrument. Let your instrument speak for you. Don't just sit back and think that you only can protect yourself in one way. Don't think that you only can be heard if there's a tragedy or if there's a killing. No, that's not how you be heard. Because Babylon can't hear that. You need to be trying to hear, you need to be trying to get to Jah. You need to be trying to see, what do I want Jah to hear? That's what you need to be listening. That's what you need to be saying to yourself. What do I want Jah? What do I want God? What do I want the Most High to hear? Coming from my vessel, coming from my vibration frequency. Do I want a gun for Jah to hear? Or do I want my voice, my instrument, to be what Jah hears? You see? There's a reason why a lot of our black men keep getting killed off. Because they're not opening their mouths. They're not speaking the truth. They'd rather be on the street, drinking, smoking, whatever, doing drugs in the gangs. But why you can't just go live? Even to that quiet one. Why? You know, why you can't go live? Oh, because your pineal gland is closed. You too scared. Because you eat low vibrational food, so you think if you go live, you think you're doing it for followers. You think you're doing it for life. Oh, I ain't going to do that. No, I don't want to talk. Come on, bro. Stop. Stop. Let it go. Let McDonald's go. Let Burger King go. Let Wendy's go, bro. Sis, let KFC go, bro. Sis, let it go. Let the candy go. Let the alcohol go, bro. Let it go. It's not worth it. We are living in the last days. Let it go. I tell it is vital. We don't live to eat. We eat to live. Jah. Rastafari. See?